Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this update for the Atlantic. So let's see what's currently happening. So first, some some news. We have now an area of investigation by the National Hurricane Center here. So it's out there in the main development region, tracking like northwest towards the southwestern Atlantic and Caribbean. So let's see. An area of disturbed weather over the central tropical Atlantic Ocean is expected to interact with an approaching tropical wave during the next several days. Some development of this system will be possible while it approaches the Lesser Antilles during early to middle part of next week, and it moves generally west and northwest near the Greater Antilles towards the latter part of the week. So 0% next 2 days, 20% next 7 days. So that's what they currently have here. So I'll show you the latest trends for this, and in the end of the video I'll show you some rainfall forecasts for the Caribbean and some other forecasts. So let's see here the trends first, because yesterday the euro trended very down and it was like almost not showing anything, but today it has higher probabilities again. So let's take a look here first at some probabilities. So you can see as you get through August 1st, August 2nd, special. Let's pause here. It shows like August 5th that the European is really picking up some higher tropical cyclone probabilities in parts of the Bahamas near Florida. So this is tropical cyclone activity, including genesis, like probability of tropical cyclone genesis. So not like formation probability, like probability of cyclone genesis, like a cyclone to form. So let's see. So this is by August 5th. There's by August 4th. Already has some probabilities near the Bahamas. So let's go all the way back. So it starts getting some probabilities by August 3rd. And August 4th it rises more probabilities by Monday, August 5th, and then by Tuesday, still some probabilities crossing over Florida, some into the Gulf and the Southeast, still some decent probabilities there. Let's see, by August 7th, most higher probabilities going to the Gulf, but still some on the East Coast there. So this is what it has now, and let's see here. The operational model, and then I'll show you some more probabilities and stuff. So this is the, let's put the 0Z European because the 6Z doesn't go that far. So the 0Z has like the tropical wave there, getting almost to a low pressure but not quite, and then passing the northeastern Caribbean by August 1st, and then it keeps going there and tries to form a low pressure just south of Florida and goes into the Gulf. And this run is actually picking up like a tropical depression, making landfall in the Florida Panhandle and Alabama by August 5th there. So it's too far to tell if this will happen still. There's a lot of uncertainty, but this was what the latest European run said. So we better keep watching it. Let's see if the GFS has something, but I don't think it has. So let's see, has the tropical wave there, kind of a low pressure but not quite, but just some heavy rain in the Greater Antilles, but it doesn't form anything. Maybe more moisture in the Gulf by August 8th, but not really. The GFS doesn't form anything. But something else I want to show you is, you know, all this rain there have been in the Carolinas recently, so this might exceed the coast and form a low pressure just to the east of the Carolinas there. So I don't think this will be anything tropical, but it's interesting to watch. It forms a pretty decent low pressure there near the northeast. So yeah, gotta watch that too. But let's see the Canadian if it has something. So let's see, has that low pressure in the northeast there near the coast, and the tropical wave there, but it doesn't really do anything, just remains some moisture there. So yeah, not even the Canadian has it, but the Canadian has one system in the Eastern Pacific by August 1st, and it possibly has a second system there in the Eastern Pacific by August 5th. So yeah, we gotta watch. And the icon doesn't go very far out, but let's see. It also has that system near the coast, near the east coast, and the tropical wave, and it actually almost has a low pressure there with the tropical wave, but very weak. Then it keeps going, not really forming to anything, just a strong tropical wave, it shows. Then it goes into the Caribbean and kind of dissipates. But that's a strong tropical wave there by August 2nd in the Caribbean. And it has it further south than the European. So yeah, we gotta watch. So let's see. So a run from earlier today showed almost 50% probabilities of tropical depression there near the Bahamas, like tropical cyclone probability. So it was like 40 to 50% probabilities just to the south of Florida there. So we gotta watch this very closely, but nothing huge expected yet. Maybe a tropical depression or a weak tropical storm, but yeah, it has some decent probabilities there. So let's see some ensemble runs here. So let's see. So this is until July 31st. It only has some weak low pressures there. Let's see. And until August 2nd, it already has some decent low pressures there into the 997 range, 1007, maybe tropical depression or strong disturbance, but that green line there is almost to tropical storm strength. So yeah, this by August 2nd, let's see, and this is by August 3rd. It even has a yellow member there showing like strong tropical storm strength there, but going out into the Atlantic, and it has more members there approaching the Bahamas, tropical depression, tropical storm strength, even some more green members in the Bahamas, more blues there and greens going into the Atlantic. Some members are showing 996 millibar, 1003, 1007. So yeah, these are some decent probabilities with regard to keep watching. And then until the end of this run, it has this until August 5th. So this is until August 5th. Some members go out into the ocean there and into the northwestern Atlantic, but some remain there, and there are even some members from the European showing like hurricane strength almost in that orange. Maybe there's a red in there as well. So some members are showing up to hurricane strength. So but this model changes all the time. As you saw yesterday, it was barely showing anything yesterday, so this changes all the time. There's a lot of uncertainty still. But if there's even a member that goes south into the Caribbean and Cuba, many go into the Gulf as tropical depression or tropical storm strength. Many tropical depression are weaker, but some members go into Florida, including that orange member there, that stronger member goes into Florida too. Some pass by South Florida, and some go into the Atlantic. So the southeast coast gotta monitor this as well. So those are some decent probabilities. I think everyone in the Bahamas and in Florida should be watching this very closely. I don't think this will be strong, but you never know. Might be a tropical storm there or a depression. But yeah, but there's still a lot of factors that we gotta consider here, because there's all that dry air still there in the Atlantic, and it might try to suppress this tropical wave. So if it manages to get past that dry air and get into some more favorable environment as it goes near the Bahamas, then we might see something. But currently, with that dry air there, it's not helping this system. So let's see if I find something here. Wait. So the current wind shear now is still some unfavorable wind shear, mainly in the Caribbean and even parts of the Atlantic, northeastern Caribbean. Where this wave is at, it's currently favorable. There's some unfavorable near Africa, but I think it's currently neutral to favorable shear now. But still, some unfavorable wind shear there in the northeastern Caribbean and other areas. This might change later. Let's see what the European think about the wind shear. So wait, let's here. So it shows that higher wind shear there in the northeastern Caribbean, near Africa, and that low pressure, there's the wave maybe, and then it keeps the wind shear there in the Caribbean, in Florida, and then the wave kind of approaches there, but this one is the 60. Let's see the 0 to see further. So the wind shear remains there, but you see that swirl there, like a low pressure, that's the tropical wave, I think. And just where the tropical wave is at, I think that there'll be a little bit less wind shear according to this, but there might be more wind shear around it. It might be some outflow from it, or it might just be more wind shear around it, but it might be a little bit more favorable if it doesn't cross that shear directly. But we definitely gotta watch this. There are some strong signals there. So, but it's weird that the GFS and the Canadian are still showing absolutely nothing on this system. But yeah, but the Europeans definitely showing some strong signs. So we better keep watching. Let's see if I can get a different model here to show you something. So let's see. Here, southwestern. I don't know if this will work, but let's see here. So August 1st, yeah, this model doesn't go out far enough, but someone told me that this model was also picking up on something. But let's see some other things here. If any other models pick up on this, but I don't think so. So this is the NavGen. Let's see. It doesn't have absolutely anything for that system as well. And actually the NavGen is picking up some kind of other system approaching Central America maybe by August 3rd. But it's not picking up like anything on that other system. But yeah, just a tropical wave there in the Atlantic now. But yeah, we gotta keep watching this. So we'll keep you updated on the progress of this system there, but definitely be aware, be monitoring in the northeastern Caribbean, Greater Antilles, but the place you should be most monitoring is South Florida and the Bahamas. So definitely monitor in those areas. But I'll keep checking what the trends look like and I'll tell you. But let's see some rainfall forecasts now. And let's see, so next 3 days shows a shower or two in the Lesser Antilles, some showers in Puerto Rico, maybe the Dominican Republic, Cuba, maybe a storm or two, some showers, more daytime thunderstorms in Florida, some showers in the Bahamas, maybe a storm or two. Let's see, but it shows more in Belize there, like more than 70 millimeters in parts of Belize. Let's see, Guatemala a little bit more, southern Mexico, in other parts of Mexico, but the totals for North Central Mexico have gone down a little bit, so it's about 90 millimeters and 83 80 millimeters in some areas of Mexico there. So just be aware. Maybe some other storms, some other areas there. Yeah. And for Costa Rica, it increased a little bit along northwestern Costa Rica, I think, more than 120 millimeters near Las Juntas in some areas there. Further west, about 97 millimeters in the next 3 days. So might be more thunderstorms and some heavy rains, but nothing big. Let's see, Nicaragua, the next 3 days, 49 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 30 millimeters, 19 millimeters. So these dark blue areas are like 10 to 14 millimeters. This lighter blue, 20 millimeters and something. So yeah, some areas there. Southern Honduras and El Salvador, about 40 millimeters. In some areas there, even 50 millimeters. In other parts of El Salvador, 41 millimeters, 37. But there'll be more along the coast of Nicaragua, 60 millimeters, 70 millimeters. Further south along the coast, 50, 60 millimeters. About in those islands, 49 millimeters. So northern Honduras, 40 to 50 millimeters, even to 60. Let's see, in other parts of Honduras, some more rains. Yeah, let's see, Venezuela, some more, Western Colombia. Next 5 days, it increases some more for Costa Rica. So more storms and rain in Costa Rica shows more than 103 millimeters, 114, 107 millimeters just in the next 5 days in parts of Costa Rica. Some areas there 121 millimeters the next 5 days, 111 millimeters, more there, 123, 127 millimeters, so 70, 90, and 80 millimeters, 73, 67, 50 millimeters. Some areas in the northwest a little bit less, but further central northern areas more. And let's see, in Panama, a little bit less than Costa Rica, but still in the 40s millimeters, 40 millimeters, even 50 millimeters in some areas. Let's see, 50, 40 millimeters, 47, a little bit more in the south. Let's see, but be aware, in Costa Rica, some other areas there. Nicaragua, some 80 millimeters along the coast next 5 days. Let's see, a little bit more in Honduras, Guatemala, more in Belize, especially along the coast there in Belize. Let's see, more in southern Mexico, some areas with a lot in southern Mexico there. Let's see, a little bit more for central Mexico, but really no big changes there. Some more storms there in northwestern Mexico, but nothing crazy. Maybe some more showers in Cuba, in the Bahamas a little bit more. This tropical wave starts approaching there. Some more rain in the northeastern Caribbean, more showers, and maybe as this tropical wave approaches, some more thunderstorms there in the northeastern Caribbean between the next 3 and 5 days. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, some daytime thunderstorms and showers too. So yeah, and then next 10 days, nothing very big, mainly for Central America, more heavy rains between the next 5 and 10 days. But from this system coming, the Europeans not picking up on some big rainfall, just more rainfall through the Caribbean here, but maybe this is beyond the 10-day period, but it's not showing much there later. Yeah, but I guess we will keep monitoring it. And next 5 days, yeah, more in Trinidad and Tobago, some other islands there. And this is mainly it. So let's see some wind gusts. So a little bit gusty in the Central Caribbean there. Might be some slightly bigger waves. Let's see. And it shows by Saturday some stronger winds near the Bahamas there. So that's by Sunday. I think that's Saturday night. Yeah, that's Saturday night. it's picking up some random strong winds there, some gusty in other areas. Sunday, let's see, Monday still in the southwestern Caribbean, Central America, northern Colombia, Venezuela, some gusty winds. And it starts picking up some stronger winds from the tropical wave coming there along the southwestern part of the basin, going through the Bahamas and eventually Florida, some gusty winds by August 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So yeah, let's see. Some wave height a little bit larger in the central southwestern Caribbean because of those winds there, and later there as the system comes. So let's see some dust. We still have a lot of dust there as of now. So today's Friday the 26th, still shows a lot of dust there. Be aware of air quality and low visibility. Also some dust in the US, parts of the Greater Antilles and more areas. So the dust keeps moving there. Shows more dust in the Bahamas by Sunday, South Florida, Cuba, and moving to Central America and the Gulf. Shows some more dust too, and maybe some dust later, including the Cabo Verde Islands, more dust there too. So yeah, be aware. Some temperatures into the 30s in Cuba during the days. Some other areas might be hotter. Let's see Puerto Rico, but it's not loading here. So this is mainly it, I think. So we'll keep tracking this system here and sending you the updates. And just to tell you about some other basins, we have still Tropical Storm Bud there, will weaken and will die soon. And we have a new area of investigation there in the Eastern Pacific, probably from those other systems that the GFS and the Canadian are showing there for me. So as I showed you earlier in the Canadian, so 30% in the next 7 days there. So yeah, we will keep tracking that, but probably it won't hit land. But in the Western Pacific, we have 95W there, with a moderate chance of development already, and the remnants of Gaemi. Still there is Tropical Storm Gaemi there in China. Still some very heavy rains. So we'll keep monitoring that system there in the Western Pacific too. So yeah, let's just see some quick models. Let's see. So the GFS has Gaemi there, and then it has that other system forming, maybe into a tropical storm, and coming very close to Taiwan again, but dissipating. So it might be a short-lived tropical storm there. So I'll also show some other stuff, other systems. And then let's see later. Later has maybe another system there in the far out Pacific, but nothing big. Maybe some more systems later and stuff, but we'll keep tracking that system there too, and be aware of more heavy rains in China because of Gaemi there and some other areas. So yeah, this is it. Thanks for watching.